I was saying I'm truly perplexed by what I've heard from Labour councillors, say for Councillor Ball. The lack of responsibility and accountability is quite surprising. We have a local administration that seems to reflect on the past, blame the Tory government, blame the Lib Dem and Conservative coalition. It's shocking to think that they can just simply brush away this massive problem by abrogating their duties. And they have that duty, the duty of making sure there's fiscal discipline, to make sure that there's scrutiny, effective scrutiny, and the evidence, which we've seen kindly brought to our attention by Councillor Oldham, demonstrates that there is sound evidence demonstrating that the administration, the Labour administration, knew about this crisis back in 2017. In fact, Councillor Cotton himself has said that this was something that was boiling whilst the Lib Dem and Tory coalition existed. The fact of the matter is that they knew about this crisis and did absolutely nothing. They were proud to bring in the Commonwealth Games, and it was a legacy. We are, as a city, known globally for our iconic library, our Commonwealth Games, and now for this massive bankruptcy that we have fallen into. Political leaders from developing countries in recent times, in their visit to Birmingham, have questioned, said, how did a council as large as yours bankrupt itself? In fact, it is embarrassing for me to actually say I'm a councillor. You know, I've shied away from it, because this failure is of an epic proportion, an epic proportion. The captain of the ship must take responsibility, even if he has taken the leadership role in recent times. In fact, each of the cabinet members that were part of the executive have a responsibility, because each of the cabinet members of that administration should have been, must have been, in the know-how. And the fact that we've had very little in terms of cabinet members during this debate, we've still got some time, perhaps they may take the bold step to say a few words. But there is that responsibility, and it's shocking to hear that the word opportunity arises. There's no opportunity here. This is a crisis which leads to no opportunity. And then we've heard phrases such as, we welcome the Commissioner. Well, on this side, I certainly don't welcome the Commissioner. They've taken away our democratic, in fact, the electorate have been deprived of a democratic ruling within this council chamber. Because once the Commissioner is appointed, we have no democracy, we have no devolution or localisation. How are we to decide? We will, of course, negotiate, but ultimately the statutory regulations allow the Commissioner to impose. And this Labour administration has taken away that democratic right.
Thank you, Cllr Ayoub Khan. Cllr David Barker.